Hey guys, what's up? This is me, Gabriel Sang, again giving you an update on the Extraction Code I.F.R.I.T project and everything we're handling through this Patreon page. First of all, thanks for your support. We know it's been quite a rough time all around the world with this COVID-19 mess, but here we are. We're not stopping at all. On the contrary, we're pushing even further to move things forward. So I wanted to give you a brief update on where we are in the movie project, and also tell you a little bit of an experience I had last night with the application. We already started, as you might have seen, we already released the Immersive Reading App for I.F.R.I.T Black Box. We hope that you already downloaded it and you guys are enjoying it. If you already read the books, that you re-experience this in a different way. And we're working already on the second one, which is Ex-Professor Science Logs. Okay, just last night I finished digitalizing the second chapter. So we're moving lightning fast with the apps. The I.F.R.I.T Black Box application took the time it took, about 6 months, because I had to build from scratch this sort of like sub-engine to have everything working. You know, sound effects and transitions from one page to the other, the animations, pretty much everything that you see in that app. But now, since what we have to do is extend content over that code, those 6 months that it took us to start from scratch is now, to my estimations, is going to take us about 1 month to release each book. And that is super fast. That means that by the end of September, we would have the 4 books as immersive reading apps. Why did I choose to jump straight for Ex-Professor Science Logs instead of any other of the books, instead of Marauder's Diaries or The Cult of Papsuko? Because Extraction Code I.F.R.I.T, which is the heart of all this campaign, has characters from these 2 books. I don't know if I already mentioned which ones are going to be there. Extraction Code I.F.R.I.T is prior to this, to the Norilsk Incident, so any of the characters could be there. But it's 2 characters from the I.F.R.I.T team and 1 character from Ex-Professor Science Logs. So I thought that it would be wise for you to have this book to read, and you can start connecting with the characters before we release more information on the movie. As I said before, we're moving fast, digitalized the second chapter, but what happened last night, it was, I mean, one of the worst moments I've had in many years. I was I had just finished working with the second chapter, and I was going to back up the files, and I had some old backups there. I wanted to make some space and room in the disk, and I shift deleted those files, but I had selected the main or the source folder for the whole project. So when I scroll up and I don't see the folder, I freak out. It was like 10 p.m. and I was like, man, I didn't know what to do, to be honest. I was freaking out. I was stunned, speechless. I didn't know what to do, and I just dropped everything. I was like, I'm not gonna touch the computer anymore. The first thing I did was grab an old recovery software I had. I ran the whole thing. It took like an hour to scan for the files, one of the longest hours of my whole life, and everything was right and everything worked out. So after 2.5 hours, I was ready to retrieve every single bit and byte of the project. I'm meaning not the movie project, but the Immersive Reading App project. So yeah, I had a really rough time last night, and even after recovering everything, I had to run all the tests and see if there was no corrupted code and whatnot. But everything was there, luckily. And that's it. It was a near miss. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's part of the anecdotes of this amazing project. As for the movie, we are talking in constant connection with the team at the Netherlands. Everything is going slowly back to normal there, so we should be able to resume operations with the production part. We wouldn't know exactly when, but in quite a short time. Yet we are still working on the pre-production part of the movie. So we haven't stopped at all. COVID-19 has been only a little bit of a stumble for us to start actually shooting. Our plans were to shoot by April or May, worst case scenario. Part of the teaser, not the teaser that you saw with the guns and the script, but a natural teaser with scenes of the movie. But obviously everything that happened delayed our plans on that. So what we are doing now, we're resuming the pre-production and production part of the project, and hopefully we'll be able to give you a look of what the guys are doing in the Netherlands as preparations for the production moment. Sorry, the production stage. As for what we have achieved in that sense so far, well, the team has a script already. They've had it for several months already. We have been working in the gear that we are going to use. Obviously, especially if you guys read the books, I.F.R.I.T is top-notch mercenary corporation, a mercenary group. And obviously they're not going to wear 50 bucks pants. We want everything to look as professional, as real, and as everything was originally envisioned as for the concept. So nothing will look cheap on this project. Even though we are making a big effort on our side and your collaboration is key for this, every single penny counts on the expenses we have, because we bought some camera equipment already, besides of what we had before. We are going to buy more camera equipment as well for special takes and shootings. We have a gear incoming, which is really professional and really particular gear. We're going to show you pictures of that in the future. But in that sense, we want this movie to look like a $5 million movie. Obviously, we're going to make our best effort, and even though our budget is limited, we're trying to keep everything as realistic as possible in every single detail of the movie. If you guys already watched Monolith's Whisper, which was my first scripted movie 11 years ago, one of the things that we are planning to do is not work with green screens or artificial sets. We want to have everything as natural and realistic as possible. So we will be shooting in woods and in abandoned locations. We want to give the movie the bleakest and darkest appearance, because it's a little bit of a dark movie and twists and on how it goes. So for example, shooting right now would be unproductive, not only because of the quarantine. The team could get arrested. We don't want to have that happen, but we want to shoot this in either winter or fall, so everything naturally looks bleak. It's not the same to play around with color correction techniques and that sort of technique to make things go a little bit darker, bleaker. We rather have everything look as you guys were there, standing with the team, standing with the crew, and living the experience. So we are aiming for that. Started the big production part around that time of the year. It could be if COVID does not allow us to shoot early by the end of this year, by the beginning of the next one. So we would grab the coming up the winter to spring period for the exteriors, but we are aiming for that, and we want this to look as professional as possible. The script totally is serviced. The team is working really hard on every single detail of everything. So, and you guys, of course, deserve this as well. So yeah, that's our update for the moment. We're going to, in our next update, we're going to reveal a couple more things about the movie itself, because we would have released already, hopefully, the application, so you guys can read science logs, and and at the same time begin introducing you to some elements of the movie. As soon as we can, we will begin shooting the interiors, okay? And as we have that material, we will most likely assemble that so wanted movie scenes teaser trailer, okay? But this is our update. We are super excited about this. COVID-19 has been nothing but a motivator to us to push this even further and with more will than ever. We just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support so far, for staying at the trenches with us through this hard moment, and we will not disappoint you. I can guarantee you that. Just as a quick note, if you guys are following me on other channels, pages, and social media, I also reactivated the ZonaGo project. So you might see me posting a couple of things about ZonaGo as well. My top priority right now is the books applications and the movie project. I started moving ZonaGo, thinking about releasing it by the end of this year, but you guys are the priority. You guys are backing us and putting from your pockets and from your effort and heart into this dream that we're all sharing here. So guys, thanks a lot again, and stay sharp. We'll keep you posted. Have a good one and stay safe.